It's What's Trending with Jimenita Swain and the Bahama Beauty at the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas from Studio A. It all starts right now.
If it matters and you need to know, it's right here on this show. It's Tuesday, April 28th. Here's what's trending. I'm Jimenita Swain. Real stories, real conversation, and everything people are talking about. Here's what's coming up. Recent workplace incidents right here in the Bahamas are raising serious concern. We're looking at safety on the job and the risk you might not even see. Also, what happens when two self-taught artists, powerful storytelling, and a strong sense of faith come together? You get an island unto their own. We'll take a closer look at this unique exhibition. And wrapping things up, it's our Trend Tracker. You'll look at the top local and international stories making headlines, plus what's trending in movies and on your screens. All that and so much more on the other side of the break. What's Trending continues in a moment.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Heaven, I'm in heaven. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics. Workplace safety is something many of us don't think about until something goes wrong. And here in the Bahamas, recent industrial actions have put that reality into sharp focus. As we approach the World Day for Safety and Health at Work, the conversation is expanding beyond physical risks to something we don't always see: stress, pressure, and the overall work environment. Joining us now is Eustacia Jennings, Principal Consultant at Jennings Environmental Safety and Security Consultants and Vice President of the Bahamas Association of Safety Professionals. Welcome to What's Trending, Eustacia.
Thank you, Jimenita. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome. So let's start here. When we talk about workplace safety, most people think physical danger, but this year's focus is on the psychosocial work environment. What does that really mean in simple terms?
In simple terms, it just means, how's work? Do you enjoy work? Are you stressed out? Do you even like your job? And so the psychosocial environment is about how work is designed, how it's organized and managed, and the organizational practices that shape everyday working conditions. So do you like work or not? So basically, how's work?
And that makes a lot of sense. So what are some everyday examples of psychosocial risk that people might be experiencing at work without even realizing it?
So there are several risk factors that the International Labor Organization highlights, especially during today, which is World Day for Health and Safety. Job strain is one of them. High demand, low control, also work effort balance. Are you working more than you're being rewarded and don't feel like you're underpaid or those kind of things? Also job insecurity. Are you in constant fear that you're going to lose your job? You don't know which day you're going to be fired, if the company's going to be open. And then long working hours. You know, some people are workaholics, but this is not good when it comes to safety and the psychosocial aspects of your job. And then workplace bullying, and that can include sexual harassment, that can include victimization or just being mistreated on the job, workplace violence. So these are some of the top 5 risk factors when it comes to the psychosocial factors of safe working environments.
And we've seen a few serious workplace accidents here in the Bahamas recently. How do situations like these highlight the need for stronger safety culture overall?
So overall, even these are more the psychosocial, but in general safety, we realize that there is a need for greater safety culture in the Bahamas, also greater regulations and laws and enforcement of those, so that we can prevent these accidents from reoccurring. And like we mentioned, there have been some serious injuries and fatalities, unfortunately, in the last several months. And we're hoping that we just shed a light, not just on safety in businesses, but also small businesses and self-employed persons also, that everyone remembers that safety is everyone's business. They can impact every and any one of us at any time.
So how does stress or pressure on the job actually increase the risk of physical accidents?
Well, you know, stress, those things, it manifests itself, you know, in different ways. There's good stress and there's bad stress. But if you're chronically stressed, it's going to be hard for you to concentrate on your job. It's going to be hard for you to have clarity. And then mistakes can happen that can lead to accidents. And so it's important to keep a balance. It's important to be clear in what you're doing. And it's important to always have an outlet to relieve that stress so that it doesn't mount up and then, you know, come out in the worst time or the worst ways that can lead to an accident.
And what should employers be doing to create safer and healthier work environments, not just physically, but mentally as well?
Yeah, so on the mental side, we have to look at the whole well-being of an employee, not just their physical safety, but also their mental safety. And so being concerned about your employee, how are you doing today? Your HR professionals, et cetera, you know, making sure you have some or outlet, an employee assistance program where they can seek help if they need help, that you have counseling maybe available for your staff. If there's a traumatic event, especially that happens on your job, an incident or accident, someone passes away, offer some kind of brief counseling. But the main thing is to pay attention. Just remember that you're managing people. They're human. People management, they're human resources. They have different things going on in life, not just your job. And so they come to the job place with these things. And so providing assistance, providing care, compassion, even grace as you operate your business, and remember that these are human beings, you know, and that we must do our best. Even as employers, yes, we want the job done, but we also want our employees to be, you know, in tip-top shape, physically and also mentally.
And so on the flip side of this, then, what can employees do if they feel overwhelmed, unsafe, or unsupported at work?
Say something. Seek help. Don't keep it in. That's the worst thing to do. If you're feeling stressed, if you're starting to feel burnout, take a break. Speak to someone. We're so glad that the new Employment Act has proposed mental health days, and we're hoping that employers and employees use these wisely, but use these to take a break. If you are feeling that you need to see someone, go and seek counseling, go to therapy. If you can't afford it, talk to your employers and see if they can put together a program so that you can seek some help.
And finally, then, would you say that that is the key message that you want people across the Bahamas to take away from today?
Yeah, so today, for World Safety Day, we want to say You can focus, yes, we want you to focus on the physical hazards when you do your risk assessments in your businesses. We want you to focus on the physical hazards, but we also want you to remember that there's psychosocial hazards. There are other issues that play in the workplace that will affect safety overall. And it's important that we consider the total well-being of our employees to make sure that they have safe working environments and they can go back home to their families healthy and happy and thriving.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Stacia, for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Up next, we turn to art with an exhibition that brings together the work of two amazing self-taught artists. Stay with us.
Tired of looking at the same old kitchen? Step 1. Our talented recommended designer Mark crafts a custom design just for you. Step 2. Once your design is ready, CBS Bahamas makes ordering effortless. Your dream kitchen is within reach. Step 3. Our recommended installers bring your vision to life, ensuring every detail is perfectly in place. Sit back and relax as your dream space becomes a reality. Visit cbsbahamas.com and start bringing your home improvement dreams to life today.
Isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics. Has a way of telling stories about people, place, and identity. And one new exhibition is doing just that, bringing together powerful works rooted right here in the Bahamas.
Culture and Color, presented by Dungaluk Studios Art Gallery.
We're now joined by San Lam to talk about An Island Unto Their Own, a community-based exhibition by the Exuma Arts Network. It features the work of two Bahamian artists, Amos Ferguson and Curtis Catglass, and explores themes of faith, creativity, and connection through art. Thank you so much for joining us, San.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
It's great to have you here with us. So for those hearing about An Island Unto Their Own for the first time, what is this exhibition all about?
This is art exhibition, a community-based art exhibition presented by Exuma Arts Network. And we are bringing together, as you mentioned, two Bahamian artists with roots in Exuma. Both of them have passed away, sadly. And unfortunately, Cat Glass was unable to have a gallery showing like this. And it's been about 10 years since we've had Amos Ferguson with a show with Maxwell Taylor. We've had other pieces here, but not in an abundance like this, and certainly not with the participation of our community. So it's a celebration of our Exuma roots artists.
So what inspired the idea behind bringing these two artists together in one exhibition?
Well, as I mentioned, they both have roots in Exuma. As we know, Amos Ferguson was born in the forest. And Cat Glass, although he was originally from Long Island, he was brought over here to Exuma as a child and spent the rest of his life here. And so I was thinking about how to have my next exhibition here. At this time of year, I tend to like to have a spring exhibition. And I was having a conversation with another person here, and I was saying, it'd be really nice to have a cat glass show since he wasn't able to have one before. And I'm thinking of maybe doing this one with Amos Ferguson. And basically the stars kind of aligned, and I put a call out to the community, and I had a wonderful response. We have 11 Amos Fergusons here and over 20 cat glass paintings here.
That's awesome. So Amos Ferguson and Curtis Cat Glass are both self-taught. So what makes their work so unique?
I think that's exactly it. That's what makes them unique, is that they are self-taught. They don't have formal training like conventional and traditional practices, like myself, gone to school for art. They taught themselves. They decided that this is something they wanted to do. I often say that you don't choose art, art chooses you. And in this case, for both of them, it was something that they had to do. It was something that was driving them forward. And because they didn't have that training, they were able to do it in their own way. And thus, that was the title for the exhibition, is An Island Unto Their Own, kind of bringing together two elements. No man is alone in their island, or something like that, and to each their own. And for these two artists, they took art on their own, in their own terms, in their own way to present the Bahamas and the way they see it.
Definitely. And so the exhibition touches on faith, beauty, and intuitive creativity. So how do these themes come to life in the pieces?
Well, I think faith and intuitive creativity are kind of hand in hand. When you're painting intuitively, you are relying on a faith, on something that's bigger than yourself. You are painting out of it's like almost like a spirit that takes over you. And you put forth just this feeling and an expression that often you can't explain. And I think that's the thing that makes both their arts so human. There's a humanity about their artworks that reveals a vulnerability. And I think that's very authentic in the way they present their artwork. In particular, Amos Ferguson, I look at the artwork over and over again, and you can really get a sense of how he's connected to himself and who he is, and unapologetically, this is who I am, this is how I paint, and this is what I see, this is what I feel. And my understanding is that he was driven by God in his pursuit. And I think you can really see that. And that's what's so beautiful. That's the beauty of it. It's that authenticity. It's the what they saw. And I think being surrounded, as I am in this space, you just feel that beauty. It's not even just seeing it. You feel that beauty.
And obviously this is a community-based exhibition. What does that mean, and how is the community involved in all of it?
This is actually one of my favorite things about this art show. It's, I guess, I started doing this a couple of years ago, asking the community to put together this show, essentially. It has been put together by the community for the community. As I said, I put a call out for art, and the community came together, and I got emails and phone calls, and friends of friends had said, oh, I know so-and-so has a cat glass painting. And you could see, even at our opening, the community came together to see what was here. It's a fun way to connect everybody, and that's not just second homeowners, but it brings together tourists, travelers, local Bahamians. I've had the family here, and it's a really nice place to have everybody connect.
All right, well, thank you so much, San, for joining us today. This seems like a very exciting and fitting exhibition, an island unto their own, definitely to Bahamian Gem. So thank you again so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Well, there is more What's Trending on the other side of the break.
If you would like to be a part of What's Trending, DM us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. Out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Jordan, by the way. Tom.
Sweet and spicy, marinated right, tossed with chili. Garlic and ginger, got many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn on the heat for you. Those pepper wings, what's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken,
Cloud nine, so many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken,
Those pepper wings.
What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves, and how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics. Let's get into it. Your trend tracker is here with the biggest global headlines, political updates at home, and what's trending in entertainment right now. Britain's monarch, King Charles III and Queen Camilla, were welcomed to the White House today, marking day 2 of their state visit to the United States. President Trump and Melania greeted the royal couple during a formal arrival ceremony. In remarks, Trump praised the historic relationship between the U.S. and the UK, calling it one of the closest alliances. The king is set to deliver a rare address to a joint meeting of Congress before attending a state dinner at the White House later this evening. Well, tonight, a late-night joke is sparking a political firestorm. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania are calling for comedian Jimmy Kimmel to be fired from ABC after a monologue joke referencing Melania as having, quote, the glow of an expected widow during a recent comedy segment tied to Washington political events. The Trumps say the remark crossed the line and is deeply inappropriate, while Kimmel is standing by the bit as satire, not a threat. ABC has not announced any disciplinary action. Back here at home, the political temperature is rising as two major rallies take place tonight. The Progressive Liberal Party heads to South Andros for a campaign rally, while the Free National Movement will hold its event at the R.M. Bailey Park. Both parties are making their final push at convincing voters ahead of the May 12 general election on why they should be given the mandate to govern. On the entertainment side of things, Michael is generating major buzz following its release, with early reactions pouring in from fans and critics alike. The film, which explores the life and legacy of Michael Jackson, is sparking conversation about how his story is being portrayed on screen. Also, fashion fans are back in conversation as talks continue around The Devil Wears Prada and reports of renewed interest in a possible follow-up. The original film starred Meryl Streep, and Anne Hathaway remains a cultural staple nearly 2 decades later. Apex is currently one of the most watched titles on Netflix this week, topping the global charts. The survival thriller stars Charlize Theron in high-stakes wilderness fight for survival against both nature and a mysterious threat. Early audience reactions are strong, with viewers praising its intensity and fast-paced storytelling, making it one of the platform's biggest current hits. And rounding things out, Stranger Things Tales from 85 is exploding in popularity just days after release, quickly climbing to the top of Netflix's global rankings. The animated spin-off expands the Hawkins universe, tapping into major nostalgia while introducing new storylines for fans. And that wraps your trend tracker for today. There's more What's Trending after the break. Stay with us.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Cat Island, we've helped 17 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $360,000 in approved funding, the SBDC is strengthening Cat Island's economy by investing in its leading sectors: agriculture, fuel, and fishing. No matter the island, every business we support strengthens the economy. Starting with yours. SBDC Bahamas.
Bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding ding dong. Bang bang bang. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding. Ding bang ding, ding ding dong.
What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves, and how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics. On Wednesday's show, world champion, mother and inspiration, Shawnee Miller-Weibo.
Corporation of the Bahamas. I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Here's a look at tonight's top stories.
In less than 24 hours, gas prices across the island are set to rise significantly. Grand Bahama is making history, recording the highest number of applicants nationwide for the biometric voter card rollout. And Bahamas Air is preparing to announce a new route.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest. Thank you so much for tuning in. In less than 24 hours, gas prices across the island of Grand Bahama can expect to see a huge hike in pricing, and officials say it's all due to the ongoing conflicts between the United States and Iran. Our Matthew Martin Burrows shares more details in tonight's top story.
There is a war going on. And until this war ceases to exist, the cost of oil, gas, will continue to go up.
According to Chief Price Inspector with the Department of Economic Affairs, Reno Smith, the ongoing conflict between the United States and Iran, which has affected the Strait of Hormuz, is the direct effect which is leading to the gas price increase set for Wednesday, April 29th. The economic official says as far as what can be done to mitigate the burden, carpooling is a viable option.
Do not go out and make unnecessary errands if you don't have to. I know this is the political season and people want to go to rallies and what have you. Well, try carpooling. Not only for events, political events, but even in taking your kids to school. Carpool, whatever you can do to reduce the use of your gasoline at this time, implement those measures.
With the only navigation path for the oil tankers now being guarded heavily with ocean mines as well as international naval forces, Smith says the timetable for when gas prices can decrease remains unknown.
We don't mine gas here, unfortunately. It'll be good if we can find gas in the oceans of the ocean floor of the Bahamas, but unfortunately, we don't know if gas is here, so until then, we got to import gas, and that's an expensive procedure.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martin Burrow.
Grand Bahama is making history in the country's biometric voter card rollout, recording the highest number of applicants nationwide. The milestone was confirmed by consultant to the Parliamentary Registration Department, Cecil Thompson, who says the island is leading the way in voter registration participation. It's a historic moment for Grand Bahama now, leading the country in biometric voter card applications. Consultant to the Parliamentary Registration Department, Cecil Thompson, confirming that residents on the island have turned out in record numbers, surpassing all other constituencies in the nationwide registration drive.
We've been advised by the Parliamentary Commissioner that the constituencies in Grand Bahama have more persons who would have applied for the biometric cards than any other constituency in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Thompson asserts that under the leadership of Assistant Parliamentary Commissioner Denise Pender, elections officials efficiently executed both voter registration and biometric card applications simultaneously.
Someone is registering for the first time, if someone is transferring in, all of those situations, all of them happen at the same time.
He adds that Grand Bahama is also expecting a significant turnout for advanced polls this Thursday, April 30th, so much so that polling divisions at the site will need to be split in two to accommodate voters.
Here at the Pro-Cathedral of Christ the King, we'll have two polls, one in the Foster Pestina Center and one in the Keith Cartwright Social Outreach Center. At the Belinda Wilson, that's for Pine Ridge, by the way. At the Belinda Wilson Convention Center, we'll have two polls there. At the Eric Sam Auditorium at the Church of Ascension, we'll have two polling divisions there. At the City of Life, near the old bowling center, near Sister Mary Patricia Junior High School. We'll have 2 polling divisions there. And then at the 8 Mile Rock Gymnasium, we'll have 2 polling divisions there. That's to accommodate the large numbers.
A major boost for Grand Bahama's tourism sector this week as Margaritaville at Sea makes its inaugural call to the island, bringing renewed economic activity and signaling future sailings, with officials highlighting the visit as a sign of growing confidence in the destination. Shalia Roll reports.
The island of Grand Bahama welcoming a new chapter in cruise tourism this week as Margaritaville at Sea made its inaugural call from Tampa to Freeport, the new destination marking a significant milestone for both the cruise line and the local tourism industry. The vessel docked at the Freeport harbor with officials from the cruise line and the Ministry of Tourism on hand to commemorate the occasion. The visit signals growing confidence in Grand Bahama as a key port of call in the region. Captain Theo Metropolis, Margaritaville at Sea Fleet Captain, stating the importance of the inaugural voyage.
It's a great deal for us. Every new port makes a new beginning. So we like to come here, we like to be with you, we like to have business with you, and that's going to bring prosperity to your people and to our company as well. So taking very serious our call to your port.
Metropolis also confirming that this will not be a one-time stop, revealing that the cruise line plans to include Grand Bahama in future sailings, giving passengers more opportunities to experience the island.
Now we have 2,100. We can bring up to 2,600 guests on board, plus 1,000 crew. We're talking for nearly 3,500 people. So we have plans to increase our visits, yes.
Meanwhile, Ministry of Tourism Manager Corinda Roll highlighted the economic impact of the visit, describing it as a welcome boost for the island. She noted that inaugural calls like this one help drive business for local vendors, tour operators, and transportation services.
Straight means for tourism on Grand Bahama Island means excitement, and we look forward to welcoming the guests that comes on board the ship as well as their crew. Looks like opportunity for the entrepreneurs, particularly those who are working in the tourism sector.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
During their Mix and Mingle event, Bahamas Air took the time to make an announcement concerning a recent flight route addition, albeit for a seasonal run. Our Matthew Martinborough has the details.
As part of its effort to continue strong partnerships within the community, Bahamas Air hosting its Mix and Mingle event, featuring a wide array of gift bags, photo booths, and personal connections at the Pelican Bay Hotel. Speaking with the flag carrier's Deputy Director of Sales and Marketing, Wilfred Mullings, he notes the big moment at the event is the official announcement of a highly anticipated route set to begin in mid-June.
I'll be announcing that our seasonal route into Orlando out of Freeport will be starting on the 21st of June. We'll be running it until September.
Mullings adds there are plans in the near future to have the route as a mainstay.
Gathering more data for the possibility for us to continue this and make it a year-round service. We're working closely with the Ministry of Tourism to ensure that once we make this move, it is a right move. But as for now, we are just flying it seasonally. That's during our peak season.
With this route now official, Mullings assures more plans are in the pipeline, and the national flag carrier is eager to see more of those plans come to fruition.
Whether it's been the connectivity from our Florida gateways and transporting the tourists to the various family of islands, our role is important. We understand our role, and that's why we're here to ensure that the community understands what we're doing, why we are Bahamas Air, because my Bahamas Air is your Bahamas Air.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
In news from police on Grand Bahama are investigating circumstances surrounding a dog attack reported on Monday, April 27, that left a 79-year-old woman in need of medical care. Preliminary information indicates that it was shortly after 5:00 p.m. The woman's husband contacted police reporting that she had been attacked by a German Shepherd while walking along the beach. The incident allegedly resulted in injuries and pain to her right leg. Officers responded to the scene where they spoke with two women who were each walking German Shepherd dogs. Both were advised of the complaint and caution regarding potential legal action. The victim's current condition is not known at this time, as inquiries into the matter remains ongoing. In news from police in Abaco, police on that northern island have launched an investigation into a report of stealing by reason of employment at a business establishment on Don McKay Boulevard in Marsh Harbor on Monday, April 27, 2026. According to initial reports, shortly after 1:00 p.m., the complainant informed police that a former employee allegedly stole $36,867.80 during a period of employment. The suspect reportedly admitted to taking the funds and agreed to repay the amount, but has since defaulted on that agreement. As a result, the complainant is seeking police intervention. Subsequently, officers executed a search warrant at the suspect's residence. However, no items of evidential value were recovered. The 31-year-old woman was taken into police custody in connection with this matter. The matter remains under active police investigations. Meanwhile, police are appealing to members of the public who may have information that can assist with these investigations. If you have relevant details, please contact 911, 919, your nearest police station, or the Criminal Investigations Department. Anonymous tips are also welcome through Crime Stoppers at 328-8477.
And still to come.
Vessels of Purpose Elite will host their 12th annual Girls and Women's Encounter, featuring a unique experience this year. Those stories, sports, and more coming up after the break.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite Shopping. Travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Me Paco come from. You remember when the bees was kill you in the morning? Oh, Jesus. They stranded it right up by stinging right up. I was shoulder. Very well.
We're glad to see somebody who's concerned.
I'm here.
Yes,
you're not a fine.
Yes, I know what it is.
You got our number and everything, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Blessings to you.
Okay, thank you so much. Why politics now? After becoming an attorney, I've had the opportunity of being able to traverse different levels of the community and hearing the cry of people. And I've decided, instead of me just standing around, listening, and just being the voice at court, I've decided that I will now be the voice in Parliament. It's now that I feel it's not easy, but it's necessary.
Sealing that deal with Paco Deal. Hello. All the way. Paco.
Save more drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Kingsley Smith Jr., candidate for West Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. It's still one love. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
When your body craves the water it needs, be sure to give it the best. Aroax Springs.
Third Dimension celebrates Mom with a Mother's Day sale. Get 20% off housewares, lawn and garden, plus up to 35% off select tiles in store. Friday, May 1st and Saturday, May 2nd. Shop and save for Mom today. Use code Mother's Day to save online at thirddimension242.com.
You're invited. to the Spring Revival at the Seventh-day Adventist Church on Gambia Drive on May 2nd through the 16th at 7:15 p.m. nightly. Come and hear Dr. Henry R. Monker speak hope to our community and a world in chaos.
Give the gift of life at the Blood Drive this Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happening at the Collab Unit, Ministry for Grand Bahama, Harold de Gregory Complex. One donation can save lives. Be there. KMW Battery and Tires now offers oil changes starting at just $35. Fast, reliable service you can trust. Open Monday to Friday, 8 to 6, Saturdays, 8 to 4. Call 351-2595 today.
Dr. Monique Pratt, the candidate for East Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. The prescription for progress. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Helping Young People Excel, otherwise known as HYPE, held its closing ceremony on Saturday morning at Walter Parker Primary School grounds, where 22 young pupils crossing the graduation stage. After completing the discipline-emphasized program, the 5th and 6th grade students received their appropriate certificates and trophies to the chairs of supporting parents and HYPE instructors. Bringing the keynote address is retired educator and HYPE program supporter Cecil Thompson, who advises the parents to continue to invest in their respective children, starting from early on in their lives.
If you want to grow sheep that have the whitest wool and the most delicious mutton, you must take care of the lamb. Parents, you want your child to be the best or whatever, you can't ignore, you should not ignore him or her as preschoolers, as primary students, as 6th graders, as 5th graders, and then when they go into the junior high school, you have to take care of the lamb.
Vessels of Purpose Elite, better known as VOPE, is hosting its 12th annual Girls and Women Encounter at the Pelican Bay Hotel under the theme Bet on You. From hearing powerful and encouraging affirmations from leading ladies to connecting with fellow members, VOPE founder Brenda May Cooper says this year's encounter is a bit different from the unusual encounters in the past.
This year we are powered by grace. This year's encounter is in honor of my daughter who would have transitioned this year, who was an advocate for everything that was good. She thoroughly understood the assignment of VOPE. She carried out her personal assignment, so it is most fitting for us to do it in her honor this year.
With this year's edition of the encounter deemed a success, Cooper says going forward, VOPE will continue to be even intentional with its outreach with the young girls and powerful women within our society.
Because this is our 12th annual, like I would have said, but we would have touched the lives of over 1,000 women through this encounter. And I think we can only build from that. We can only build from that. We have a lot of plans and we are seeking a lot of partnerships to help those plans to come to fruition.
The University of the Bahamas is preparing to hit all the right notes in passion, peace, and play. Musician and lecturer at the university, Dion Cunningham, notes the inspiration behind the initiative stemmed from the release of his debut album. Additionally, he adds this is the first time the event is being brought to Grand Bahama in hopes to develop the arts department at the University of the Bahamas so students won't have to travel to New Providence for art subjects.
one of the thoughts was, why not be able to give to the community in this way, artistically speaking? And we hope that this event, this concert, is not just a celebration of my personal accomplishment, but it becomes a vehicle for lots of artists, faculty members of the university to come to the Freeport community and continue and really begin to build the artistry from the education standpoint, but also from the outreach standpoint.
This Saturday, May 2nd, the institution will host a classical concert featuring acclaimed pianist and mezzo-soprano. The event will be at Church of the Ascension starting at 7 o'clock p.m., with admissions being $35 for adults and $15 for students K-12.
We have a fabulous mezzo-soprano. Her name is Shanae Kemp. Also, she has family connections here in Freeport. So in a way, it's a coming home of sorts for us to really present ourselves, not just to the community that doesn't know, may not know us as well, but also to our own family members.
We salute our Facebook friend of the day, Portia Melendez. Thank you so much for your support. Shane, what's happening in sports?
Well, we've got a fun 5K race coming up in the summer, plus the Tabernacle Falcons competed over at the Penn Relays.
Awesome. Don't go away. Sports comes your way next right after this break.
Ginger Moxie, candidate for Pine Ridge, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. Ginger for the people, choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Edinburgh Napier University, the #1 modern university in Scotland, is now recruiting for their June 2026 intake and is holding a free information session at the British Colonial Hotel on April 29 from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Edinburgh Napier's programs, which include the AACSB accredited and NACOB recognized MBA and BA business top-ups for holders of associate degrees, are 100% online, 100% relevant, and 100% flexible, and can be completed in a minimum of 1 year. Reserve a place now at seidegrees.com. That's www.seidegrees.com. Give the gift of life at the blood drive this Saturday, May 2nd from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Happening at the CoLab Unit, Ministry for Grand Bahama, Harold de Gregory Complex. One donation can save lives. Be there.
Mother's Day is right around the corner. And if you're thinking about what to get her this year, make it something that lasts. At Connect Bahamas, we transform everyday spaces into something that's truly special. From custom cabinets and elegant countertops to tiles, premium flooring, windows, and doors. And just in time for Mother's Day, Connect Bahamas is back with our 35% off Mother's Day sale happening April 16th through May 16th. This is your moment to upgrade her home. Visit us today and take advantage of the savings.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you came for. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
It used to be when one line faulted, the whole neighborhood went dark. Now, this device sends a pulse, finds the problem, and reroutes power so more homes stay connected. Upgrades like this one are reducing outages and transforming our grid, making it stronger and smarter. That means more reliable power, lower operating costs, and lower bills. Instead of short-term patches or temporary fixes, we're building a modern new grid.
Parco Deal, candidate for Central Grand Bahama, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote on May 12th. Make your voice count at the polls. Seal the deal with Parco Deal. Choose progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. This June, the God's Rainbow 5K is bringing something fresh, fun, and meaningful to the community. An event designed not just to get you moving, but to send a powerful message, according to PiFit founder, Leticia Fernando.
It's going to be an obstacle course run. So I've ran a few obstacle courses before. It was more so of a fun run and for a good cause. So I've ran one inside the States. It's called the Mud Girl Run, and it was for cancer, the cause for cancer. So for this one, obviously, it's to bring awareness to God's rainbow while also, getting the community involved in health and wellness and everything. I was an athlete here inside the Bahamas as well. I competed in cross-country events, 5Ks, road runnings, all of that. So it's near and dear to my heart. So I wanted to bring back what I love into the community that I grew up in.
Registration for the event is expected to commence any day now via PIFIT's Facebook page. And whether you're a beginner or a vet, this is one event that's for everyone.
I'm going to have a 5K training plan starting April 27th on PIFIT's Facebook. Athletes can start to get prepared. People, you don't even have to be an athlete. If you're on a health journey, if you just want to bring out your kids to have fun, get to do something for the community, you can just come out and enjoy the event.
The 5K takes place June 27th, staged at the Grand Bahama Sports Complex. Next in sports, the Tabernacle Falcons put their best foot forward at the Penn Relays held at the Franklin Field at the University of Pennsylvania. The Tabernacle Falcons competed in the 4x1 and 4x400 meters in both high school girls and boys categories. The girls would finish 60th overall out of 600 plus teams. The boys would finish 80th overall out of 700. And the Rookie of the Year results are in for the National Basketball Association. Valdez V.J. Edgecombe would finish third in rookie voting behind eventual winner Cooper Flagg of the Dallas Mavericks and Colin Knuckle of the Charlotte Hornets. Edgecombe received 0 first-place votes, 1 second-place vote, and 93 third-place votes. Flagg received 56 first-place votes and 46 second-place votes, while his former college teammates secured 43 first-place votes, 55 second-place votes, and 1 third-place vote. The third overall pick in last year's draft averaged 16 points per night while grabbing 5.6 rebounds and dishing out 4.2 assists. And that's your sports fix this evening. Your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs. And like Janet Daly once said, some day is not a day of the week.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
Edinburgh Napier University, the #1 modern university in Scotland, is now recruiting for their June 2026 intake and is holding a free information session at the Pelican Bay Hotel on April 30th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Edinburgh Napier's programs, which include the AACSB accredited and NACOB recognized MBA and BA business top-ups for holders of associate degrees, are 100% online, 100% relevant, and 100% flexible, and can be completed in a minimum of 1 year. Reserve a place now at seidegrees.com. That's www.seidegrees.com.
It used to be when one line faulted, the whole neighborhood went dark. Now, this device sends a pulse, finds the problem, and reroutes power so more homes stay connected. Upgrades like this one are reducing outages and transforming our grid, making it stronger and smarter. That means more reliable power, lower operating costs, and lower bills. Instead of short-term patches or temporary fixes, we're building a modern new grid.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Eddie Wan, candidate for Marco City, is reminding you to exercise your right to vote. On May 12th, make your voice count. Ready with Eddie. Choose Progress. Paid for by the Progressive Liberal Party.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks so much for tuning in and enjoy your evening.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, last-minute prep for Thursday's advance poll. We spoke with a few candidates on what that means for their constituencies. Plus, act accordingly. The Prime Minister issues an appeal for peace ahead of the election. And a landslide victory for the new Christian Council president. Find out his first order of business. The Bahamas tonight. The National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. The Parliamentary Registration Department this evening acknowledging that errors have been identified on the current voters' register, but it stresses these are the results of typographical matters and a system glitch. The department goes further, adding that the errors are not consequential to the outcome of the upcoming election, as the voters' cards and counterfoil contain the accurate information. Now, the PRD cautions against presenting these matters as evidence of a wider problem or a departure from normal practice. In a separate statement, the governing Progressive Liberal Party notes the errors to be consistent with previous election cycles, adding that there has never been an election where the register at publication did not contain errors identified after scrutiny. The party further explains that the law provides for this process, and the PLP will engage with the Parliamentary Registration Department regarding the observation. The party goes on to brand the FNM's comments on the register as an attempt to undermine the public's confidence in the electoral process. The party says it remains confident in the process and in the systems to ensure a credible and accurate register. Well, with advanced polling just around the corner, candidates across several constituencies are shifting into high gear, tightening their ground game, energizing supporters, and making their final pitch to undecided voters. From Freetown to Golden Gates and Bamboo Town, the message is clear. Every vote will count. Our Leah Cooper leads us off tonight.
With the clock ticking to advance polls, candidates are crisscrossing their constituencies, working the phones and knocking on doors, pushing hard to lock in support early. At Monday night's Rally for Progress, Golden Gate's Progressive Liberal Party candidate Pia Glover-Roll says her team is mobilizing aggressively, leaning on serving constituents in the area.
I think servant leadership and representational politics is me asking my voters, what would you like to see? What benefits you on a micro and macro level? And that's how you build your plan.
Free National Movement candidate for Bamboo Town, Dr. Dwayne Sands, says his campaign is zeroing in on infrastructural improvements.
The number one need is a real representative. The Speaker of the House, Patricia DeVoe, she's been missing in action. The roads look like the surface of the moon. You got craters, potholes, lakes. Congestion is a problem. Flooding remains an issue that has not been considered.
In Freetown, independent candidate Andrew Johnson says you won't be seeing any parties taking place at his constituency office because he's focused on improving the community.
Everything go in uplifting, building up this community, whether that is keeping it clean, helping people with materials, building materials, or fixing up their houses. I spend my money in the community on real things.
Across these constituencies, one thing is consistent: campaigns are leaving nothing to chance. Advance polling is no longer just a convenience. It's become a battleground in its own right. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
The Progressive Liberal Party, meantime, making its case in New Providence to voters for a final time before Thursday's advance poll. The party will now spend the next few days on Andros, appealing to voters there to choose progress. Corval Pfeiffer made the short trip and joins us live from Central Andros. Corval?
Mogushla, we are here in Central Andros, Andros Town to be exact, and this is where the PLP has brought its Rally for Progress tonight. You can expect to hear here in the Big Yard a similar message to what we've been hearing throughout this campaign trail, including what we heard at last night's rally, the last in New Providence, before the advance poll this Thursday. With only hours to go before early voters head to the polls this week, PLPs took direct aim at their F&M opponents at last night's Rally for Progress, the last here in New Providence ahead of Thursday's advanced poll. Angliston candidate Glenys Hannah Martin bristled at F&M leader Michael Pintard's assertion his party is under new management.
New management, my foot. I can go on, but we need to hear from the Prime Minister tonight. But I can't leave without declaring that they have every day shown themselves to be enemies of progress, on the wrong side of history, and these days trying to confuse us with them big billboards about who they really work for. Trust me, it ain't you.
Meanwhile, Deputy Leader and Deputy Prime Minister the Honourable Chester Cooper defending the administration's policies while acknowledging there's still work to be done.
We continue to tackle the cost of living. We continue to expand opportunities. We increased pay for workers. We made safer communities. We lowered violent crime. We made schools better. We provided historical investments in healthcare. And we know we still got more to do. We know we've not been perfect, but we know we are driving progress.
More than 20,000 voters will head to the polls this Thursday, and Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis telling this crowd at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium that every vote counts, and even though there may appear to be a PLP wave, now is not the time to rest. He also laid out what is at stake in this election.
This election is hugely consequential. The choice made on election day will affect the life of every single Bahamian. Our PLP are asking you to choose progress so that we can continue to build on the achievements of the past 4.5 years. The F&M want you to vote for reset, to go back and start over again.
And back here in Central Andros, where tonight the Rally for Progress for the Progressive Liberal Party takes place at 8 o'clock at Queen's Park. That's coming up, and of course, Prime Minister Davis giving the keynote address there as well. Other speakers on the lineup will include the area's candidate, Leon Lundy, as well as Elizabeth candidate JoBeth Colby Davis, as well as the Central and South Eleuthera candidate, Clay Sweeting. We will, of course, have more for you at 11 if the mosquitoes don't take us away before then. But for now, reporting live from Central Andros, Corvell Pai from For the Bahamas Tonight. Back in studio to you, Makushla.
Well, thanks, Corvell. Back here in New Providence, the Free National Movement testing the waters of an even bigger territory at R.M. Bailey Park tonight, where it is expected to release so-called receipts to back up its accusations. Lloyd Allen is there. Good evening, Lloyd. What can you tell us?
Well, Makusha, that's absolutely right. All roads lead right here at the R.M. Bailey Park. That according to officials from the Free National Movement, who are again tonight hosting a series of rallies, and this one following a number of rallies throughout the country. Now, among the 16 speakers tonight, we have the party's leader, that's Michael Pintard. But here with me is Dr. Johnson, who is the campaign officer from the party. Again, we've heard the campaign slogan tonight, Save Our Sovereignty. What's that about?
Tonight, we're very excited to be at R.M. Bailey Park. We're going to spread the message that we need to save our sovereignty. The Free National Movement is going to send a clear and direct message to the Bahamian people that our sovereignty is under threat. We are deeply concerned about the incidences of fraudulent passports, NIB cards, and voter registration. And most recently, we are very concerned about the integrity of the voter register. Just today, another news outlet reported that we had duplications in excess of 58 persons on the register born in 2069 and some persons born as far back as 1891. This is deeply concerning, and tonight we're going to send a clear message from Abaco in the north to Nagua in the south that it's time to save our sovereignty and deliver this country from the grips of the Progressive Liberal Party.
Now, a moderate crowd here tonight as well. Again, we've heard on the ground that your party leader is planning on releasing some receipts. Tell us a bit about that.
We can look forward to a dynamic economic presentation from the party leader as per usual. We're also going to hear from a slate of 15 candidates who are going to individually talk about the issues associated with sovereignty. Also, you're going to hear some of our candidates speak about the lack of proper financing and this government misusing of financing as well.
Well, of course, we'll have more on this story here from the R. Bailey Park. Reporting from here for the Bahamas tonight, back to you guys in studio, Lloyd Allen.
Well, thanks, Lloyd. Now, during last evening's rally, Prime Minister Davis appealed for an orderly and peaceful election process, admonishing his opponents to avoid creating unnecessary problems that might hinder the outcome.
Friends, your right to vote is precious. Let us come together and exercise that right to choose the kind of government and the kind of future we all want. And please, I ask our opponents to observe the dignity of the day. Stop the crazy antics we have seen in the two by-elections held during this term. Crazy jongloo dancing is one thing, but do not try to disrupt the election process. No need to fuss and fight and carry on. We only have one Bahamas, so let's act accordingly.
Coming up, the Bahamas Customs and Excise Department welcomes more than 100 new recruits. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight. That story and more when we return.
Imagine a world where every brand knows your name and every store awaits your arrival. Elite shopping, travel where luxury is a lifestyle and every journey feels like home. Dine where every flavor is just for you, every table reserved, and every moment a taste of perfection. Make every big moment even bigger. Experience banking where wealth isn't just managed, it's maximized. Step into a world without limits. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
That crispy onions crunch, take a bite, it's a smile. Sweet onion sauce drip, happy running down my side. Pepper jack cheese, bring a little playful wow. Brioche bun soft like a cloud on this ride. Oh, let's get chicky with it. Hey, taste the sweet side of things. Every single bite, so litty. Got my whole crew doing their thing. Crispy onions, sweet onion sauce. Pepper jack cheese, going off. Brioche bun, sitting pretty. Let's get
KFC, it's finger-licking good. Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pintard says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
Welcome back to another episode of The Movement, your energy and transport briefing. Today, I'm stepping into the shoes of a crossing guard. Let's see how it goes.
Come here, hey, stop the car. Put your window down. Listen, there's two stop signs through this corner. One at the end of the corner, and this. You gotta respect both. You hear me, sir? Let's go. Keep rolling. Don't let it happen again. Every day, crossing guards are up and on duty way before you even get up to start your day. And today, I'm gonna spend the day with them, rested and double vested, to see what it takes to keep our kids and our streets safe. Let it go.
I've been doing this now for about 6 months now, and what made me want to become a crossing patrol officer is the love for the children, to protect the children, the safety of the children. I've noticed that everybody is always in a heat and rush, and they don't have the full understanding of what is the importance of us doing this job. The importance of us doing this job is for the safety of our children. Good.
That's your $5. You need that?
I have kids of my own, and they're very grown, so to come back out here and help these children along the way and be a mentor, to be somebody that inspires the children is very, very rewarding for me.
As a crossing patrol officer, one of the most important things that you need to know, and that is paramount, is that our kids come first. And the ultimate goal, once again, is the safety of our kids in crossing our streets. Early in the morning, you have high traffic.
We gotta go. Let's go. We gotta go.
The most difficult part is being able to create a gap within the traffic so that we can safely navigate our kids across the streets.
Driver, please stop your car. You're trying to see the kids cross from near and far. Driver, when you see this, then stop. Because if you don't stop, then your car could drop.
in a pothole, and I can say, see, I tell you slow down because the children got to get in the schoolyard.
You're looking at a shot there of St. Francis Joseph Primary School on Boyd Road, home of the Shockers. That shot courtesy of our drone pilot, Shane Gibson. Welcome back. 3 men facing the consequences of their alleged actions following their arraignment on fraud charges earlier today. Peterson August, 32, Lotil Delham, 30, and Jodley Altius, 29, appeared before Magistrate Kendra Kelly Burrows to answer 1 count of uttering a forged document and 1 count of possessing a forged document. The man pleaded guilty. August was subsequently sentenced to 1 year at the Bahamas Department of Corrections, Delham, and Altius to 18 months. Meantime, nearly $10,000 worth of luxury merchandise reportedly stolen. The big question is, who's behind the heist? Now, here's what we know. According to customs official, the goods, reportedly a shipment of shoes and clothing from Givenchy and Christian Louboutin, valued at $9,693, arrived in Nassau via British Air after 2 Monday afternoon. It was soon discovered, though, that the packages had been tampered with between being transported from the aircraft to the air cargo building. Now, we understand the nature of the breach in packaging makes it impossible to have happened in Nassau, considering the boxes were on crates and covered in double layers of wire mesh along with plastic cling wrap. Police have confirmed that the matter is under active investigation. Well, the Bahamas Customs and Excise Department is meantime looking to strengthen its manpower with the help of over 100 new recruits. Monday's induction ceremony, a symbolic one for the young men and women as they prepare to undergo months of rigorous training designed to shape discipline, sharpen skills, and anchor integrity. Addressing the cohort, Economic Affairs Minister, the Honorable Michael Akitas, commended their courage.
Many people recommended you, I'll leave you with this, and made representations for you and gave references for you, made phone calls on your behalf. And so I implore you to ensure that you vindicate them and justify that faith that they had in you when they called and they said, so-and-so is very smart, very brilliant, very eager, a hard worker. They'll be a great addition to the Customs Department. And so you're here. This is the beginning of your training. And make sure, please, that you make them all proud of you.
And for the recruits, this is more than training, but the beginning of lifelong responsibility that calls for them to stand as guardians of the country's integrity.
This is most definitely like one of the best opportunities I had in my life. I'm going to succeed. Walk across the stage just means a lot. I'm definitely going to grow and take everything that I can and continue it on in my journey after I graduate.
I'm excited for the journey ahead, you know, because how it is, it's just a new opportunity, and it's special to me because it's actually doing something to preserve like the future growth of the Bahamas. So I'm happy to be a part of that process.
Well, a new Bahamas Christian Council president has been elected. He's senior pastor of Bahamas Harvest Church, Pastor Mario Moxie. The historic announcement coming after 200 ministers voted in an election during an annual general meeting at the United Faith Ministries today. Moxie is the predecessor of long-serving President Bishop Dalton Fernanda, who served as president for many years. Moxie beat out pastor of Living Waters Kingdom Ministries, Pastor Raymond Wells, for the presidency post. He spoke to ZNS News about his first order of business.
It's all about becoming a unifier. That's very important for me as the president, that we bridge gaps. You know, we're bridge builders. And when I say that, I'm talking about from a denominational perspective, bringing the entire body of Christ together, but then also bringing the nation together as well.
Now, according to the Crisis Center, child abuse cases in the country are at an all-time high. It's a national issue that is tugged at the heart of the newly elected president, who says he plans to be an advocate for children during his new tenure.
we have a lot of abuse against children, whether that's sexual or physical. This is one of the things that really bothers us when we have relationships that are irreconcilable and people turn to violence. So these are some of the issues that I would like to address and head on to.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Focall Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Forests are one of our most precious and important resources. Forests pump out oxygen we need to live and absorbs the carbon dioxide we breathe out. Forests help keep the earth cool. Forests are home to birds, butterflies, and other important wildlife. Forests prevent droughts. Forests help reduce air pollution and also muffles noise pollution. Forests act as a shield against natural disasters. Forests are a source of income for many Bahamians.
The Bahamas Forestry Unit protects and sustainably manages forests throughout the Bahamas.
For our environment.
For our health.
For our livelihood.
For future generations.
For us.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
When bold flavor meets crispy perfection, something deliciously unexpected happens. Say hello to Wendy's new Italian chicken sandwich. Juicy chicken topped with Italian seasoned tomatoes, melty mozzarella, and a zesty mayo spread that'll have you saying, Bellissimo! It's the chicken you crave with a zesty twist you didn't see coming. Always imitated, never duplicated. Gotta be Wendy's.
Near. Far. Where can I get 3 flavors in one pizza?
In here, at Little Caesars.
Ahoy! Then I'll take it for a great price.
It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
3 flavors, 1 happy you for just $11 VAT inclusive. Now available at all 5 of our locations. Little Caesars Oaksfield, Carmichael Road, East Street Pineapple Plaza, Charles Saunders Highway, and 1 East Plaza. It's not madness, it's Little Caesars.
Pizza.
5 cars, catch the keys, don't blink, take these.
Island Luck is giving away 5 brand new cars. Earn 10 reward points for a chance to enter and win. Enter weekly from Monday 12 a.m. to Sunday 2 p.m. Winners are announced Sundays at 3 p.m. on 103.5 The Beat and Island Luck Socials. 5 cars, 5 weeks. The more you play, the better your chances. Visit islandluck.com for more information. Catch the keys only at Island Luck. Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Well, we're going to turn our attention now to the lighter side of news, and for help with that, we're going to toss it over to Royston and Marleno.
Thanks for holding it down over there, Kush. Listen, we've got Autism Awareness Month that we're closing out with a bang tonight, and we have a guest who's going to be talking about some sensitivity training that you just don't want to miss. You want to be a part of that conversation later.
Oh, yeah, and we're bringing you more information from BAIC's Taste and Tell Expo over the weekend. All of the flavors, including the spice, which Royston was talking about yesterday, spice competition.
Yes.
We're going to be bringing you all of those details. That's coming up, too.
Where there's good food, Royston will be there. I'll let you in on that. Stay with us in Bahamas tonight. The National Report continues after this.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, fat on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes because their job is to work for you.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to catch J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for the online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
The world is changing. It's bringing new challenges, but also new opportunities. The truth is, our economy always left too many Bahamians out. Now we're opening new doors in agriculture, tourism, energy, entrepreneurship, providing grants, scholarships, national service, and upskilling. A new generation is rising, and we're finally moving in the right direction, building an economy that includes everyone.
How many times has this happened? You're enjoying your day off, but a reminder about a bill pulls you away. With online payment solutions, you don't have to interrupt what matters. Most utility companies offer secure digital portals that let you review your charges and pay instantly from your mobile device using bank-grade encryption, which makes sure your data is protected. Make time for what matters. The future of pay is digital.
Sweet and spicy, marinated right, tossed with chili. Garlic and ginger, got many flavors, like honey barbecue.
Signature hot wings, turn up the heat for you. Those pepper wings, what's your flavor?
Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know. So many flavors to try. What's your flavor? Honey barbecue, sweet and spicy, all new.
Signature hot wings.
What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken, you know.
Those pepper wings.
That does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited is taking the steps to improve how energy is delivered across the country with a stronger focus on infrastructure, resilience, and strategic planning. It's all a part of the new energy era. BPL Executive Chairman Christina Olson says the goal is clear: to deliver a more reliable energy system for the Bahamas.
So the New Energy Era is a programmatic initiative to really bring the Bahamas up in terms of infrastructure or improvement of infrastructure, but it's a way for us to provide better reliability through a more resilient plan. So reliability is the goal. That's, the reduction of the duration of outages, the reduction of the frequency of outages. Resiliency is a methodology by which you have the goal.
Exploring this plan also means confronting the realities of existing challenges.
So one of the challenges that we have in New Providence is that it's a very, very robust system. This is a small island. It's 7 by 21. It's got a big lake in the middle, and it calls for a very, very sophisticated transmission and distribution grid. The next thing we looked at was our own generation fleet. So we were in the process of renting a lot of generation, not only here, but also in the Family Islands. And so we needed to understand the impacts.
As BPL advances in this new energy era, the path forward is rooted in stronger infrastructure, greater resilience, and long-term progress. The goal is clear: building a smarter, more dependable energy system for the Bahamas now and into the future.
glow. Keeping you in the know. Keeping you in the know. God, it's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, then it's good to grow.
It's no joke. It's the golden yoke. Promises made, promises delivered. Doing this for you, Bahamas.
The Golden Yoke project has officially reached a major milestone, with its first batch of locally produced eggs now hitting shelves. Now available at Super Value, Top of the Hill, Marquis Street, Golden Gates, and Cable Beach. The milestone was marked by Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources Honorable Jumro Campbell, alongside BAIC Chairman Honorable Darren Pickstock and General Manager Troy Sampson. In a symbolic moment, Minister Jumro Campbell and Chairman Darren Pickstock personally packed the first carton of eggs at the Marquis Street location, signaling the project's transition from vision to execution and putting Bahamian-grown products directly into the hands of consumers. This project isn't just about producing eggs. It's about empowering local farmers and creating a self-sustaining egg industry in the Bahamas. Chairman Darren Pickstock reflects on how monumental this moment is.
You know, this has been a day that we wanted to come for a very long time, but it's here, where we putting the first set of Golden Yoke eggs right here in Super Value, and laid right here in the Bahamas. Right? And these would be going throughout various supermarkets within the Bahamas and on the Family Island. And so you can get your eggs, fresh eggs, right here in the Bahamas in Super Value.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Keith Bryan Jr.
Two Bahamian artists are being whisked off to Florence, Italy for the opportunity of a lifetime.
Also, if you missed the Taste and Tell Expo this weekend, you missed a good one. Stay close for that.
And we've got data on how artificial intelligence is playing into this election season.
And of course, we've got your latest coming up in sports as Bahamian athletes learn more about copyright, trademarks, and patents at a seminar.
Bahamas Tonight Access Now starts now.
Good evening, everyone. On this Thankful Tuesday, I'm Royston Jones.
And I'm Marlena Leonard. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Sometimes it's not the things we don't always think about that make the biggest difference day to day. And with World Day for Safety and Health at Work, that spotlight falls solely on the systems and the people that keep things running safely across every job in every sector.
It does. And what stands out is how much responsibility sits behind that. It's not just the systems, it's the people making decisions every day that keep others safe. And that's what really shapes a work environment.
Exactly. And for those with challenging and sometimes hazardous jobs, we just want to say thank you. For now, let's get right into the news. Two Bahamian artists getting the opportunity of a lifetime, the chance to soak up culture and study in Florence, Italy. This opportunity, all part of a partnership between the Honorary Council of the Bahamas to Italy and the Guadahani Art Collective. Artists Amani Hepburn and Keith Thompson were announced as the winners of an art residency program. The announcement was made at Cafe Matisse recently during a ceremony to observe Italian independence. Honorary Council Andrea Cecchi said the initiative is just one way of giving back to the Bahamas.
For us, tonight is the Thank You Bahamas night. We are in this beautiful country, and just the opportunity of enjoying the Bahamas made us feel we have to give back. And so we decided to sponsor the opportunity because Bahamian, they have so much talent for arts. So I say this is something that unites our two countries, Italy and the Bahamas. Why don't we expand this liaison and have Bahamians come to Italy? So, and not just any place in Italy, Florence, the capital of the world for art.
The artists will study with the Bonanni Foundation, undergoing 30 hours of art history, training, and practical workshops. They'll be given art materials to transportation passes and work with specialized art instructors. Executive Director of the Bahani Art Collective, Miranda Adderley, encouraged the two recipients to fully embrace the experience.
Yes, I want them to take advantage of the exposure. I want them to soak in everything that Florence has to offer. Florence is the home of some of the most cultural artists. Leonardo da Vinci studied there. So we want them to take in all of the work that has been done, the current work that is happening, the techniques, the galleries, the art, the food, and we want them to develop their skills and bring it back to the Bahamas and produce work and also influence the young Bahamian art community with what they've learned there, and also develop their work as well and inspire new art, and new styles that maybe could be a fusion between what they learned there in Italy and what we have here at home.
Meanwhile, election season in the Bahamas brings with it lots of creativity, from songs to fashions to how some creatives are using AI. You might have seen this video shared by our ZNS digital team, but we want to share it here as well as we delve deeper into election season and how technology can impact it. Matea Stewart reports.
Calling out Lincoln Brown! Lincoln Brown!
Very creative, very entertaining, very creative. And it's a nice break from the seriousness that politics is, the craziness, the insanity that politics is. And it's a good way of laughing at ourselves and breaking away from, like I said, the craziness and having fun with it.
I recently showed a few of my coworkers an AI-generated video that's been circulating online. The video, created by an independent creative, was presented with clear disclaimers and framed for entertainment purposes.
I think it's really nice and showing everybody that we should have fun going through it, even though it's a serious time, but have fun with it. Don't take it too serious and, get uptight.
I think it's not okay without the owner or the person whose face it is without their permission. Now, if they are fine with it, they're cool with it, then I would say, yeah, go ahead. But yeah, not without their permission.
I don't want to say common sense, right? But it's only fitting to say that I don't think Lincoln Bean will actually be in a WWE arena.
Well, I thought it was frivolous and funny. I thought it was something to laugh and break the tension of the seriousness of elections at this time and how everyone's going. So I just thought it's time to pause and just smile.
What stood out was the level of creativity behind the production. This wasn't just something that felt like a basic AI output from commonly used tools. It reflected a deeper level of skill. It speaks to how creatives are now using AI as a tool, not just generating content, but actively shaping ideas with intention and technical understanding. At the same time, it raises a broader conversation about how easily AI-generated content can blur the lines between what's real and what's created.
We have to be very responsible with how we use this tool. Okay, we got to be responsible because this tool could be used to incriminate, to defame, but it can also be used to enhance and to support.
It's there to make our lives easier, make our jobs easier. Now, what I will say is it does take away from the people who actually put in the work, but if used sparingly and occasionally, it shouldn't be a problem at all.
AI use, to me, to be honest with you, should be barred from entertainment because it infringes on copyright and stuff. So creatives has a major issue with that.
For some, the video was simply innovative and engaging. For others, it highlighted the importance of digital awareness in an era where context can be convincingly manufactured. As AI continues to evolve, so does the responsibility of both creators and viewers. Because now, more than ever, it's not just about what we're watching, but how we're interpreting it. For the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, I'm Matea Stewart.
That's a definition of mixed reviews there. Meanwhile, the Bahamas is continuing its push towards food security and to show off what our farmers and producers are whipping up right here at home. Events like Taste and Tell Food Expo are highlighting the importance of buying local. Our West Calix Forbes has all the flavor and the spice in this report.
We're here at the Taste and Tell Expo, where it's not just about eating, it's about experiencing Bahamian culture, creativity, and community all in one place. And this year, it's even bigger.
The whole objective of Taste and Tell is to reduce the amount of imported products that we import into this country. And as you can see, our processors are doing such a wonderful job in processing and producing their products. And people are happy. Look, we have wine out here made in the Bahamas.
We have peanut butter made in the Bahamas. All Bahamian made it.
Oh yes, it's definitely growth because when I first started out in 2022, we only had 30 vendors, and now we're up to 57, and every year it's growing and growing. And actually, I had to turn away a lot of vendors because we just couldn't accommodate the space for them.
But beyond the numbers, it's the people behind the products that really tell the story. One of those stories comes all the way from Exuma. Melda Ferguson had jams, breads, and more.
I've seen God raise this business from little to nothing in Georgetown and Exuma at the farmers market. Now I'm here in Nassau. I've been there for a while, and God has been great to me. This has been a source of income, and I grow these stuff in my backyard. Peppers and everything are grown in my backyard. Basil and rosemary are grown in my backyard. And so I'm thankful to God.
Because in between all of the food, the music, and the excitement, we actually spotted a familiar face enjoying the festivities.
Also going to be in the pepper challenge later on. I'm going to test my will. I told them they're going to have to pull me out here on a stretcher because I'm leaving with that cash prize no matter what. I already signed the waiver. So PMH, if you get a call later, you know what's up.
For the Bahamas Tonight, Access Now, I'm Wes Calix Forbes.
On a stretcher.
I can't believe I said that.
Strong. I mean,
I stood strong. Don't forget second place.
Yeah.
The ghost pepper almost took me out, though.
On a stretcher.
On a stretcher. Well, we'll talk more about that later.
Stronger than me. That's all I could say.
Still to come, an autism advocate doing her part as we close out Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month.
And of course, our Diane Dorset has your weather coming up right after this.
Foreign commercial banks have been closing across our islands. For thousands of Bahamians, our country's post office savings banks are a lifeline, providing safe and secure banking. But Michael Pindart says,
we will abolish the bank through the post office system.
That's a risk Bahamians can't afford. That's why the Prime Minister is making post office savings banks stronger to protect Bahamian families and small businesses who rely on them.
It's Tuesday, April 28th, and it's time for your Access Weather Forecast. So let's take a look at what's shaping our weather for the next few days. Right now, our satellite picture shows patchy clouds in the vicinity of a weak cold front, which continues to move southeastward across the central Bahamas. Now, with the fading front, a new area of high pressure will promote warmer conditions. Just don't expect much of a breeze. Now, across the country tonight, winds in the northwest and central Bahamas tonight through Wednesday, will be light and variable with 1 to 3 feet seas. We'll get a low tide at 1:05 in the morning and a high tide at 6:59. Then in the southeast Bahamas tonight through Wednesday, winds will be northeast at 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet. And finally, on Thursday in the northwest and central Bahamas, same conditions, light and variable winds, 1 to 3 feet seas, a high tide at 7:41 in the morning and a low tide at 1:48 in the afternoon. In the southeast Bahamas on Thursday, winds switch from northeast to easterly at 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet. It is time now for your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. Your international temperatures brought to you by Royal Star Assurance, and that wraps up your Access Weather Forecast. But join me again at 11 for a full weather update. Have a great evening, everyone.
I keep saying this, the International Forecast always has the best music. Thanks so much, Diane. Now, as we wrap up Autism Acceptance and Awareness Month, the mother of a 7-year-old autistic son is bridging the gap between those on the spectrum, the community leaders, and the professionals they'll inevitably encounter. And that training that can help make these experiences more manageable for everyone involved. I want to say welcome to the show, Janelle Marshall. Thanks so much for coming on the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I want to ask you to start with, what is this specialized sensory sensitivity training all about?
Well, yesterday was a moment that really warmed my heart, and I think for the community in general. Okay. First of all, we have to thank the Royal Bahamas Police Force. We also have to thank REACH, and we have to thank the Commission Board of People with Disabilities. We came together as a community, and it was seamless, it was amazing, and so I just wanted to make sure I started there.
Absolutely.
The police force and Commissioner Knowles, she was rolling. She instantly looked at the proposal, said yes, and we were going.
On the ball.
We were on it.
What made you choose the police force and the police officers to start with, at least?
We started with the police force because they really are the foundation of our society. They are, in a lot of ways, the first responders, right? If you have an emergency, they are out in the street. They're the people we call for help.
Yes.
So it was important to start with them so they can recognize what autism looks like, what can be some of the signs, some nonverbal cues. And most importantly, we want to try to collaborate with Sunflower Lanyard, so you also have a visual cue.
That's so important.
Yeah.
Apart from the training itself, which is the first of its kind, I believe, that being happening currently.
Yes.
What do you envision in terms of the agencies that you will try to train next?
And as you said, first, I think it's worth saying again, first of its kind in the region.
Wow.
The Bahamas police force has been the first in the region to be trained for autism. And just next is, it feels like everybody is wanting this kind of education. They're ready for it. And we are here to roll out a steady plan for inclusion. You know, we don't expect things to change overnight. The community doesn't expect things to change overnight. All we're asking for is that you meet us halfway.
Yes.
You know?
Now, the reception to this sounds incredible, but how can the average Bahamian and the corporate citizenry, how can they help this program?
I would say, well, I'm here not as an expert. I'm here just as one of the many advocates for autism. You know, we have amazing professionals that do this day to day with the degrees and all of that. But just the community, we're asking, again, meet us halfway. As parents, we spend a lot of time, money, tears, and we're happy to do so to keep our children, to help our children fit into society. We understand that there is a gap. We do our part. We're asking for societies, big corporations, banks, food stores, schools.
So important.
To now do their part.
Well, I have to say thank you so much for taking the initiative and, of course, getting this ball rolling. And I'm glad to hear that it's being received so well. I'm sure it'll continue to be a success. We've got to have you back just to find out how it's doing and get more details about it. But thank you so much for joining us on Access Now tonight.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's time now to turn things over to ZNS Total Sports with Amajal Knowles right after this break.
Come and visit us at Shop Smart, 'cause everything is here.
Yes, we have it all for you. Toys, clothing, office supplies, appliances, custom cut blinds, bedding, drapes, and rugs. Come and visit us on Mackey Street, 2 blocks down from Wolf Road. Call us at 698-1052.
Shop Smart, Shop Smart, and Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Behind every strong economy is a bold entrepreneur, and we're here to support them, island by island. On Long Island, we've helped 77 entrepreneurs turn their dreams into thriving businesses. Through over $1.9 million in approved funding, the SBDC is strengthening Long Island's economy by investing in its leading sectors: fishing, transportation, and agriculture. No matter the island, every business we support strengthens the economy, starting with yours. SBDC, Bahamas.
Are you better off today? Brave Davis and his cronies are. Extravagant taxpayer-funded trips, a luxury car for Philip, and hundreds of millions in no-bid contracts for their allies. But for us, gas and groceries through the roof, VAT on bread basket items, healthcare broken and unaffordable, and illegal immigrants flooding our communities. While Brave Davis and his cronies keep getting ahead, we pay the price. Under the F&M, that changes, because their job is to work for you.
Welcome to your Tuesday Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. Athletes urged to protect their intellectual property. That was the theme yesterday over the Andre Rogers National Baseball Stadium at the IP and Sports Conference presented by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture in conjunction with the Ministry of Legal Affairs. This, of course, on the heels of the universally recognized World Intellectual Property Day 2026. The day was created back in 2000 to raise awareness about IP and celebrate the contributions of inventors and creators around the world, highlighting the role of IP rights such as copyright, trademarks, patents, designs that stimulate innovation and creativity.
Today's event is to teach the young persons about the IP. We have passed the law, the Intellectual Property Act, and want them to understand things that they can and cannot do as it relates to whether it's professional sports, local sports. And we want to encourage young persons and babies alike to make sure and register and protect their assets by recording their properties. And so that's what today is all about. And sports plays a pivotal role as it relates to that in the economy. And the majority of persons that are involved when it comes to trying to record their assets.
Protecting your intellectual property is very important, and it even goes beyond sports. So if you have a company or you have a brand, then you want to come and register your trademark so that nobody else profits off of your mark. And if you have a company that is promoting or advertising, or you are writing, you're an author or an artist, then you want to come and copyright anything that you've created, as copyright arises from the moment that you create whatever your artistic work is. Because we have just recently become an independent office, we wanted to do something spectacular, and of course, under the theme IP in sports, Ready, Set, Innovate, we decided to honor our athletes. So hopefully you've had an opportunity to see all the outstanding accomplishments of all the athletes in the various fields. And then, of course, we honored Pauline Davis-Thompson as our sports champion.
Switching gears in baseball news, Jazz Chisholm Jr. staying hot. And so is his team, the New York Yankees, in their early start to the season. Chisholm hit his third home run of the season on Monday and third in 5 days, leading the Yankees to their 9th win in the last 10 games. The Yankees would take down the Texas Rangers 4-2 at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. In his last 5 games, Chisholm is batting .400 with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, and has 7 runs scored. He also has 4 multi-hit performances in his last 7 games. His first 3-hit game of the season. As mentioned, of course, 3 home runs. Hitting 5th in the lineup on Monday, the Bayman second baseman finished with just that home run in 4 at-bats. Now for the season, Chisholm is slashing .218 with 3 home runs, 10 ribbies, and 13 runs scored. Over in the NBA, the votes have been tallied, and the sensational season by VJ Edgecombe has been validated. Edgecombe finishing 3rd in voting for the NBA Rookie of the Year award, as determined by a panel of 100 sports writers and broadcasters throughout the United States and Canada. The Bayman rookie didn't receive a first-place vote, had 1 second-place vote, and 93 third-place votes for 96 total points. Of course, Cooper Flagg of the Dallas Mavericks edged his former Duke teammate Con Knipple from Charlotte for the top spot. Flagg got 56 first-place votes, 44 second-place votes to finish with a total of 412. As for Edgecombe, he led all rookies in minutes played at 35 per night. He added 5 boards, 4 assists, and just over 1 steal per game. He also led all rookies in steals as well. He finished 3rd amongst rookies in scoring, 3rd in assists, and 7th in rebounds. Now, as for the Sixers, they trailed the Celtics 3-1, with Game 5 set for this evening at the TD Garden in Boston. In Family Island tennis news, the 19th annual Tim's Refrigeration Eleuthera Doubles Tennis Tournament was held over the weekend in Eleuthera. The men's doubles champions, that will be Kevon Ferguson and Ayai Bethel. Runners-up Jethro Armstrong and Chris Evans. As for the mixed double champions, that would be Horatio Green and Isabella Bullard. The runners-up there, Tim Dames and Cadence Hanna. The women's doubles winners in a walkover were Isabella Bullard and Cadence Hanna. And the men's doubles consolation winners were Charles Roll and Horatio Green. And that's been a look at your sports on this Tuesday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Oh, isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? You haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
Bang ding. Bing bang ding, ding ding bang, bang bang bang, ding bang ding, bing bang ding, ding ding bang, bang bang bang, ding bang ding, bing bang ding, bing bang ding, ding ding bang.
This is about trying to get more partnerships for BTC for our tourism. We want them to know that it is definitely a plus to add into their establishments because it doesn't require much effort from them. It's just display the QR code in their businesses, and once customers come in and they want to purchase a tourist sim, they just scan the code, it takes them to our site, and they're able to purchase it with ease. It takes less than 2 minutes for them to do, and so we've already started speaking with some of the local businesses here, and we have a number of them that are expected to come out to the sites later on today that have expressed an interest in partnering with us. So super excited about what that means for BCC in terms of us being able to expand the reach of the tourism here on this family island and the other ones to come.
So today we are on the ground in beautiful Eleuthera, highlighting prepaid and postpaid customers to come and take advantage of the free SIM upgrade so they can experience a better network connection and a better voice call connection. So if you have those old SIMs ranging from 125 and 126, you can have those SIMs upgrade so you experience a better holistic connection.
Well, you're looking at a shot of St. Francis and Joseph School, and it's time now to take a trip to Acklands. Let's go.
The Water and Sewerage Corporation is carrying out substantive works in North Acklands and other parts of the island to better its water supply for residents. According to officials, among the work being carried out is a $930,000 reverse osmosis plant at the Lovely Bay well fields to serve the communities of Lovely Bay, Chesters, and surrounding residents, which will provide them with high-quality desalinated water. An additional 1,000 feet of water mains are set to be installed in Salina Point to expand WSC's distribution networks. And in Hard Hill, the existing storage is being increased from 1 tanks to 4 tanks to improve water supply, benefiting more than 30 homes there. Incredible work from WSC. Keep up the work there in Acklands and across all the family islands, of course. That's going to do it for Access Now for tonight. Join us same time, same place, as always, tomorrow.
And you've got the F&M rally coming up right after this, so stay tuned to ZNS. Keep yourself updated.
Good night,
everybody.
The Hidden Disabilities Sunflower is a globally recognized symbol for persons with invisible disabilities.
The Sunflower lanyard made our journey less stressful, smoother, and more inclusive.
REACH is proud to support the Hidden Sunflower scheme, which makes the invisible visible. So